I am told I have so many assets in UK and a lot of accounts in UK. Unfortunately, I've only been in UK once. I don't even have a pussycat in UK.
Different things. That which you're saying is a different matter. I don't know if somebody is accusing you of getting handouts from these countries. That has not come up, and that's not the issue. For me, my concern is, if you're saying you only bothered about a visa to Bukedia, then you shouldn't be consumed by this issue, right, Honorable Speaker? You shouldn't be, because you also seem to be rallying us to join you in being angry over this matter.
Order.
Because your concern is Bukedia, right, Honorable Speaker?
Leader of opposition.
But finally, right, Honorable Speaker, I want to implore government.
Switch on.
Thank you. I want to implore government, right, Honorable Speaker. Government, do not wait for foreign countries to sanction individuals, whether it be involved in mabati theft, in corruption, and so on. Take action. Why do you wait for that? And then you begin to complain. When you're going to beg for aid, you don't complain. When they say now that we give you aid, that aid should not be stolen.
Order from Ogwang.
He's asking for clarification. I'll get it shortly.
Honorable members.
Don't wait. As government, take action against corruption.
Leader of opposition. Leader of opposition. Leader of opposition. Okay.
First of all, I would like to thank the leader of opposition for the submission he's making, right, Honorable?
It is important. He's talking about something important. But what I am also telling Lob, that Lob, don't even deceive yourself that I am hurt. Me, the Anita I know, me, to be hurt over those sanctions, forget.
That's okay, right, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Peter Ogwang was seeking
that the UK government, through a media communication, and I'm saying media communication, dated 30th April 2024, reportedly imposed some sanctions on myself and two former ministers. The ministers who were in court, purportedly on allegation of corruption, and the sanction led to travel ban and freeze of assets. I am told I have so many assets in UK and a lot of accounts in UK. Unfortunately, I've only been in UK once. I don't even have a pussycat in UK. Honorable members, these sanctions are politically motivated. The bill that you passed in this house, we are carrying a cross. I am carrying a cross for the 48 million Ugandans. The LGBTQ Act, the Anti-Homosexuality Act, the law is what is causing all this. This may not be the only ban. Another one will come. In the pretext of corruption, theft, what, all those kind of things will come. But we serve a living God. We serve a living God, and we will always not allow bomb shafters in Uganda. If they want to do, let them do in their bedrooms, not in public. The law is there, it will be implemented. Let whoever feels the heart, let them go ahead. Me, I don't need to go in. I have said I have a passport, permanent passport, to Bukedea and to Buyende. I don't need a visa. So, honorable members, you need to be very firm and fight for your people. Just imagine it is your kid who is being sodomized tomorrow. But I am telling you, those sanctions, I have had an interaction And we've gotten to know all what the sanctions are about, which the Minister of Foreign Affairs is here. And at an appropriate time, the head of state will also respond to it, because that is an indictment to Parliament of Uganda. You did pass the law yourselves. Me, I didn't even vote. I chaired and you voted. So I am not worried. And if they feel I have property, go and freeze them and see if I will complain. Even a pussycat you can. I would like to categorically tell you that international backlash will continue. But one thing we need to do is to have respect for each other, respect for people's values, the traditions, the cultures of countries. We're a sovereign country. And those who are writing reports are writing reports because they want to do accountability. They want to do accountability. I have not said no. I have not said it. She did not. I will one day allow you people to start boxing. Honorable members, we need to safeguard the sanctity of this house, of this country. If we cannot do that, then we will not be doing what is expected of us. And whatever we are doing for the 48 million Ugandans out there. And in a special note, I really want to thank Parliament of Uganda for passing that law.
That the Minister for Foreign Affairs will be making a statement. I really think it's important because this is a matter that really touches on our diplomatic relations. And for purposes of just avoiding uncoordinated troop movements, it will be important that government states its position early enough to guide the debate and discussion. Otherwise, there is a very big likelihood of creating a diplomatic imbroglio arising out of the statements that we may make. Right, Honourable Speaker, for me, at the risk of anticipating what is in the statement, at the risk, the UK has a right to sanction anybody. It's really their right. And I don't think anybody should be concerned or bothered. Let them sanction whoever they want. It is really their sovereign right. But what should also happen is that they should respect the sovereign right of other countries. Because you see, you run a risk. You run a risk. I am on procedure. You run a risk. You run a risk, Right Honourable Speaker. We run a risk. We run a risk of undermining each other. So, Right Honourable Speaker, the procedural issue I raise is whether it is not procedurally right for the Minister of Foreign Affairs to first adumbrate the position of government before this matter is debated.
Thank you.
The African Interparliamentary Conference on Family Values and Sovereignty that is sitting in Entebbe, and I'm sure they are closing today. But I want to assure you, over the 20 countries that attended are very proud of Uganda in terms of legislation on the anti-homosexuality law. I'm a member of the Pan-African Parliament, and most of the African countries are very proud of Uganda about the case of anti-homosexuality law. So I want all of you to move you with your heads high over the decision you took, because the rest of Africa is very proud of us about what we did. Right Honorable Speaker, having said that, we are also doing very badly as a nation on matters to do with corruption. As a nation, and we all know that the way we are handling our corruption cases cannot be celebrated. This issue of Mabati was not well disposed of. It just ended in corridors, and it ended like that. Ugandans don't know who was found guilty and who was not found guilty. And it is just there lingering. And I really want to think, that's why these that wanted to get on the speaker wanted to use that. Had it been disposed of properly, probably it wouldn't have been an issue. I keep wondering why the Mabati group was bigger. I'll give you information. The Mabati group was bigger. Why did they pick only the speaker and the two? Why not the rest of the group? And the Prime Minister, there are so many ministers here who are involved. Yeah, even my friend here, Msasi, was part of those. So I'm just wondering why only the speaker and the other two? So if the matter was properly disposed of, probably would be in